On guys, DBG here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the new throwback cards and which of them I think are worth using in NBA 2K19 MyTEAM. Obviously, these throwback cards are nowhere near as great now as they were at the start of the year, but you never know, there might be some kind of gems you can buy, and they're all really cheap. All the normal cards, I'm not necessarily talking about the elites, but all the normal cards are all really cheap, so if there is any of them that are even half decent, they're definitely going to be worth trying out, especially if you're on a budget. Before this, I just want to talk about these Steph Currys. So, there's three Pink Diamond Steph Currys that have just popped up, and these Pink Diamond Steph Currys have 3 Hall of Fame badges. They have got catch and shoot, limitless range, deep range, deadeye. They've also got 99 3-point shots. They've got 99 open shot mids, and also some quite decent ball control and passing stats. Obviously not great defense, but a lot of people don't know what these Pink Diamond Steph Curry cards are for, and I think 2KMP Central pretty much said that it's more than likely a challenge. It's more than likely, like, remember when they had all the Paul Georges, where I think you had to beat a team full of Paul George 90 overalls, I think it was, or maybe there was and there was a LeBron James one as well, I think, we had to beat a whole team of them. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter. It just means that we're probably going to get some sort of a moments challenge, hopefully with 10,000 MT for Steph Curry, and hopefully it's not for like a really, really cheap pack. So anyway, we're going to kind of go really quickly through all of these first cards, because they're not that relevant. Gold cards. The only reason gold cards can be relevant is for one reason and one reason only. If you're trying to overall cheese, and you can actually do it almost as well with gold players with bronzes if you just have to run more golds, and some golds can actually hold their own. So there's specific golds that if you're able to hold your own with a gold, they're actually really, really good if you're trying to overall cheese. And I know obviously it's not something that you should be encouraging, but if you can't beat them, join them. So I'm not going to discourage it. Danny Ainge, a little bit undersized, lights out shooter, great release, but again, like, not really going to do much. Doesn't play any defense at all. Brendan Haywood is a 7-foot tall center who's got okay rebounding stats, but is slow. Also can't shoot the ball and has got mediocre at best defense. Actually, no, he's got a decent block, but he's a 26 lateral quickness. We got Swaggy P. Swaggy P has got nothing good. He doesn't do anything well. And yet we've got a Ruby that costs 800 to 900 MT. Now we're on to Muggsy Bogues. Could be fun. If you guys don't want to spend your tokens on this Muggsy Bogues here might be like 2,000 or 3,000 MT. And he could be quite fun to use. Obviously, not much of a 3-point shooter, but not terrible. He's at 91 ball control. For some reason, like, one of the weird things with Muggsy Bogues is that they give him like terrible lateral quickness, they give him a terrible steal, terrible defense. Whereas, like, Muggsy Bogues, the main reason he was in the NBA was because of his defense. I don't know why 2K think that he was this really ultra slow player, because even the 88 overall Muggsy Bogues when he was in his prime, actually, to be fair, he does have 93 lateral quickness. But, like, they gotta give Muggsy Bogues better defense. Obviously, he'll never be good in 2K, but they gotta at least make him accurate to Muggsy Bogues. And we've got J.R. Ryder here. There's so many other good versions of this card, especially this 83 overall Emerald, which is actually way better than the 88 overall Ruby because of the 3-ball rating. But, like, again, 85 driving dunk is not great for him. Like, not the worst card in the world, just not relevant at all. Then we are on to Drazen Petrovic. Drazen's releases money this year. And if you guys are looking for a gold to just light teams up, he honestly would not be the worst idea to throw on the end of your bench, especially if you are trying to keep your team below 99 overall. If you're trying to keep the team around 95, 96 overall. A card like Drazen, who's got, he's 6'5", so he's not small. One of the best releases in the game, as well as 95 open shot 3, which is really, really nice. He's not going to do much else. It's not like this Drazen that could do everything. Like, this Drazen can speed boost with a coach. He's got decent speed, sweep ball, and acceleration, go to the basket a bit, and shoot the lights out. However, this Drazen here can just do one of those 3 things and shoot the lights out. So he might actually be not the worst card to use. Now on to Emerald Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce, the poor of the poor man's Paul Pierce. If you can't afford the diamond, but at the same time, if you are a Paul Pierce fan and you can't afford a diamond or a pink diamond, this is your next best option as of right now. And no mid-range shot. He's got an okay post fadeaway. Open shot 3 is meh. He's slow, like really slow. He plays somewhat decent defense. 81 lateral quickness. Is that much better than this? Oh, wow. Paul Pierce is lockdown. Wow. But yeah. Played probably better defense than he should, and a little bit worse offense, but not the best card in the world. Now we have gotten an A. He can't shoot. He's 6'11", so he's actually big for a power forward. Got an average at best post game. Doesn't play much defense. Is slow. Rebounds okay. And yeah, it's the best version of Nene we have. If you're a massive Nene fan, use him. If not, there's no point. So then we're on to Damon Stoudemire. Damon Stoudemire, 5'10" with mediocre at best stats. Again, absolutely no point in using a guard like this. Steve Smith might actually be alright. Steve Smith might be okay. Like, he's got a decent 3-ball. Unfortunately, he can't speed boost. He's a little bit slow, but normally Steve Smith has a really nice release in 2K. Unfortunately, this is the best version of Steve Smith we've gotten this year. Whereas in previous years, we got a great diamond version of him in 2K17, and we got an amethyst version of him last year that could just shoot the lights out as well. He does have a great mid-range shot, and probably not the best card in the world, but again, if you like using Steve Smith, he might be usable. Wesley Matthews, 6'5". Obviously, he's a current NBA player. Good 3-ball. He's got good defensive stats. He's got decent speed, speed, ball, and acceleration. Yeah, he can be nice. He's definitely usable. He does enough well that he could hold his own in a lot of situations. Obviously, not a god squad for a god squad, but like, if you're using a budget squad, he might be able to hold his own. Now we've got Nicolas Batum. This is a card I actually think could be really nice. So he doesn't have the best speed or acceleration. I wish he had a little bit higher acceleration because speed itself isn't the biggest deal. But he's got good speed of ball. He's 86 ball control. He's 6'8", so he's long. He's an 80 driving dunk, which is good. Great open shot mid, great open shot 3. And I'm actually going to pick up this card now. Like, this card could be really, really nice. Like, there's nothing really this card can't do. He's also got great defensive rebound. So this card could be one of those, like, under the radar hidden gems that no one really talks about, but in the end, he might actually be a beast in game. And as of right now, the cheapest Nicolas Batum, I'm looking at the auction house, 2,800 I can get him for. That's a steal. That is a steal for a guy who's this big, this long, and someone just bought him. But yeah, at 3,000 or so, Nicolas Batum is a steal in this game. So yeah, so far there's a couple of okay ones. Now let's go on to Bob Dandridge, the guy who I used to call Mr. Consistency because he just kind of does nothing well but nothing bad. This year's Bob Dandridge is super slow. Like, he used to be really fast. He used to be a decent defender, be able to dunk a bit, be able to shoot a little bit. Rather than doing everything well and nothing exceptional, he does nothing awful but nothing well either. Bob Dandridge definitely not worth using. Mirasan, he's 7'7", the tallest player in NBA history. He's like a quarter of an inch taller than Manute Bol. Slow, like really slow. 87 block though is good. Good low post defensive IQ. He's got a decent enough post hook, I guess. Okay free throw. And he might be fun to use, but I don't think he'll be that effective. Maybe, because his body's wider, he might be like a Sean Bradley, maybe a bit better, but I don't think he'll be that useful. Now we're on to Rod Strickland. Rod Strickland, like, this card was cheap, as is the amethyst, and just okay, I guess. Doesn't do anything badly, doesn't do anything exceptionally well, and doesn't seem that much worse than the amethyst, to be completely honest. He doesn't. Like, the amethyst is only slightly better in a lot of things, so I'd say, yeah, if you like Rod Strickland, maybe try him out. Bernard King, he's got some speed, he can speed boost, decent defender, good dunker. No 3-ball, he's probably not the most useful card in the world. Terry Porter is small, actually, but he can't shoot the lights out. Release dependent on this card. He needs a certain coach speed boost. He's fast enough, plays somewhat decent defense, and if his release is money, he may be usable. If not, I would say no. Now we are on to the guy who I would say 100% you need. Larry Hughes. He's got a 92 shot mid, a 91 shot 3, good contested and off dribble in mid and 3. He has got a 90 driving layup, okay driving dunk, I guess, of 65. 75 post fadeaway is not bad at all. He's at 90 speed ball and acceleration, 90 ball control, but look at these defensive stats. 97 on ball, 97 lateral quickness, and 97 steal. This card has got 40 intangibles. He's got 40 intangibles, meaning that this card with boosted intangibles legitimately is a 94 overall, maybe a 95. This card is a must at least try out. Obviously, a lower shot contest isn't the best, but everything else is perfect. Cliff Robinson is just overall just kind of solid. Okay speed, speed of ball. He's going to be actually a really nice defender. 92 hour quickness, 97 on ball defensive IQ. He's really versatile, so he can kind of be, like if he had higher speed of ball, he'd be a Josh Smith type player. 3 ball should be a little bit higher, but his release is normally money. Great rebounding stats, and this card could be kind of one of those hidden gems because he was last year. This card could go under the radar and be a really nice card to use. Now we've got Earl Monroe, and I'm not excited at all about this card. 1 Hall of Fame badge, and that Hall of Fame badge is difficult shots. He's got a great mid-range, decent 3 ball, 6'3" point guard who can't dunk. Like, there's so many better players. There's so many better players, especially like because Lillard. This guy's the worst version of Damian Lillard. He's Damian Lillard without the dunking. No need to pick up Earl Monroe. And then we've got Bill Walton as the pink diamond. Bill Walton is a 6'11", so he's not particularly tall. Non-shooting big man. Relatively decent speed and acceleration. He's got good lateral quickness, so he's versatile. Great post-up and fadeaway. 8 Hall of Fame badges, which are good. However, the lack of 3 ball means that he's just going to be outclassed in terms of elite centers. So of all these cards, I'd say maybe Drazen might be useful if you're overall cheesing. Wesley Matthews or Batum will be good. Wesley Matthews might be okay. Mirasan might be okay. And then Ross Strickland and Porter might be alright. And like the only ones I'd say 100% to buy are Larry Hughes and Batum. Cliff Robinson, if he's cheap, will be a beast. If he's not cheap, there's no real point because there are really good cards that do almost the same thing as him. Then Earl Monroe and Bill Walton are just outclassed at this stage. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.